In late 2030 we will know if there is life or not on Proxima b. Imagine yourself in the breathtaking Atacama Desert of Chile. The air is dry and clear, and the night sky unveils a dazzling display of stars and nebulae, visible to the naked eye. Then, atop the Cerro Armazones, standing tall at 3,046 meters, 10,000 feet, above sea level, you notice the pitch-black silhouette of what will become humanity's largest eye fixed on the cosmos, the Extremely Large Telescope ELT. The name might sound a bit cartoonish, almost like something from Mel Brooks' Spaceballs. Remember the scene with ludicrous speed? But it actually belongs to a colossal machine that is set to unlock incredible mysteries about our universe. Here's a little-known fact. Despite its massive proportions, the ELT is, in a way, a compromise. Back in the fall of 2005, a panel of experts convened to assess the feasibility of the OWL, an acronym for Overwhelmingly Large Telescope. And what a groundbreaking project it was. With a primary mirror spanning 100 meters, 328 feet, in diameter, divided into 3,048 segments, OWL promised a resolution of 0.0005 seconds of arc 40 times sharper than the best resolutions achieved by the Hubble Space Telescope. But such a monstrous creation posed not only engineering challenges but insurmountable economic ones, which the committee ultimately decided to forego. At an estimated cost of €1.2 billion 2 decades ago, the price tag was deemed far too steep. In response, the European Southern Observatory (ESO) shifted its focus to the ELT, still an ambitious endeavor but one deemed technically and financially more viable. Even so, it will still stand as the world's largest telescope, offering the scientific community unprecedented opportunities for exploration. In short, while the ESO abandoned the overwhelmingly large concept, they settled for a telescope that's simply extremely large, an acceptable trade-off. But the real headline is something else entirely. A recent study reviewed the ELT's technical parameters and simulated an observation of the atmosphere of the exoplanet Proxima b. The results? Once the ELT becomes fully operational, expected around 2029 to 2030, it will be able to determine within mere hours whether life exists on that distant world. Curious to find out how it'll do this? Then keep watching. No, this isn't just another telescope that's slightly bigger than the rest. The ELT represents a quantum leap in our ability to observe the universe. With a primary mirror spanning 39 meters, 128 feet, in diameter and nearly 1,000 square meters, about 10,800 square feet, of surface area, roughly the size of a basketball court, it will capture more light than any telescope in history, surpassing its predecessors by an entire order of magnitude. To put its scale into perspective, imagine current telescopes allow us to see an open book from 1 kilometer, about 0.62 miles, away. The ELT? It'll let us read the text on the page. To better understand the groundbreaking nature of this behemoth, let's compare it to today's champions of terrestrial astronomy. Currently, the largest operational optical telescopes in the world are the twin Keck telescopes in Hawaii with 10-meter, 33-foot, primary mirrors, the Gran Telescopio Canarias in the Canary Islands, boasting a 10.4-meter, 34-foot, mirror, and Chile's Very Large Telescope VLT, composed of 4 telescopes each with an 8.2-meter, 27-foot, mirror. Even recent giants like Arizona's Large Binocular Telescope, which combines two 8.4-meter, 27.6-foot, mirrors for an equivalent 11.8-meter, 39-foot, mirror, pale in comparison. The construction of the ELT is a colossal undertaking. Just consider its rotating, opening dome. It will have an 85-meter, 279-foot, diameter, stand almost as tall, and cover an area comparable to a football field, all while weighing in at around 5,000 tons. Inside, its vast volume of nearly 1 million cubic meters, about 35 million cubic feet, will be maintained by an air conditioning and filtration system, creating cleanroom-like conditions. Dust, after all, is a telescope's mortal enemy. Moreover, the internal temperature must never deviate by more than 2 degrees Celsius (3.6 degrees Fahrenheit) from the cool outdoor night temperature at the moment when the sliding panels open. Supporting the telescope is a labyrinthine network of metal tubes weighing over 3,000 tons. This intricate, mobile structure must ensure micrometric adjustments to the mirror's positioning, with precision down to just a few microns while remaining stable and seismic resistant. Given Chile's reputation for not just crystal-clear skies but also some of the most powerful earthquakes on Earth, advanced anti-seismic technologies will be indispensable. The ELT's primary mirror won't be a single piece, of course. Instead, it will consist of 798 hexagonal segments, each 1.4 meters (4.6 feet) across and just 50 millimeters (2 inches) thick. The secondary mirror at 4 meters (13 feet) in diameter will be as large as the primary mirrors of top-tier telescopes. The tertiary mirror will measure 3.75 meters (12.3 feet) across, and the ELT will also feature 2 additional secondary mirrors, making it a total of 5. This extraordinary telescope's primary mirror will boast a surface area roughly 14 times that of the Grand Telescopio Canarius. It's like upgrading from a modest window to a glass wall covering the entire front of a building. And in astronomy, bigger means one crucial thing: more light collected. But a massive mirror alone isn't enough. The ELT will also employ cutting-edge adaptive optics to counteract the distortions caused by Earth's atmosphere. This system relies on computer-controlled deformable mirrors that adjust thousands of times per second, compensating for atmospheric turbulence and delivering images as sharp as if the telescope were operating in space. Under ideal conditions, the ELT will achieve an angular resolution of 0.005 arcseconds, which means it can distinguish 2 light sources separated by $1, the distance between the Earth and the Sun, at 650 light-years away, or 2 light sources 30 centimeters, 12 inches, apart from a distance of approximately 12,000 kilometers, 7,500 miles. For comparison, the unaided human eye has an angular resolution of 1 arc-minute, which equates to distinguishing 2 light sources 30 centimeters, 12 inches, apart from just 1 kilometer, 0.62 miles, away. Adding to its exceptional capability is its location, the Atacama Desert in Chile. Known as one of the driest places on Earth, it boasts over 320 clear nights per year and an incredibly stable atmosphere. Combined with the mountain's altitude, these conditions minimize atmospheric interference, providing an optimal setting for astronomical observations. But practically speaking, what does gathering more light actually achieve? The answer, while somewhat straightforward, is pivotal. In astronomy, a telescope's ability to observe faint objects is directly proportional to the area of its primary mirror. Light from celestial objects, especially the farthest or intrinsically dimmest ones, is extremely faint. Every photon counts, and a larger mirror simply collects more of them. To quantify this, astronomers use the concept of limiting magnitude, which describes the faintest object a telescope can detect. This scale is logarithmic and inverse. Each increase of 1 magnitude corresponds to a decrease in brightness by 2.512 times. For example, an object with a magnitude of 20 is 100 times fainter than one with a magnitude of 15. The naked eye, under ideal conditions, can see stars with magnitudes up to 6 or 6.5. A 50 mm binocular can reach magnitudes of 10. Medium-sized amateur telescopes, 20 to 30 centimeters mirrors, can detect magnitudes of 14 to 15. The Hubble Space Telescope can capture objects with magnitudes of up to 31.5 through extremely long exposures, lasting several days. Modern ground-based telescopes such as the VLT can achieve magnitudes up to 27 under optimal conditions and with prolonged exposures. However, the ELT, with its unprecedented light-gathering capacity, will push beyond magnitude 30, approaching Hubble's capabilities while surpassing it in spatial resolution thanks to its larger diameter and advanced adaptive optics. To put this into perspective, an object with a magnitude of 30 is about 4 billion times fainter than what the human eye can perceive. For instance, this sensitivity would allow the ELT to detect the light emitted by a single candle from 80,000 kilometers, about 50,000 miles, away. Such extraordinary sensitivity will enable astronomers to study extremely faint phenomena, like the first galaxies formed after the Big Bang, exoplanets, and even the light reflected by their atmospheres. Another way to grasp the ELT's power is by considering exposure time. What a current telescope might take an entire night to observe, the ELT could achieve in mere minutes. Alternatively, in a single night. And among those distant stars, Proxima b stands out. Located just 4.24 light-years away, it orbits the red dwarf Proxima Centauri and has intrigued scientists ever since its discovery in 2016. Proxima b lies within its star's habitable zone, the region where temperatures could allow liquid water to exist. But spotting signs of life there requires more than just powerful telescopes. We need tools like the ELT to break through the cosmic veil and analyze the planet's atmospheric composition in astonishing detail. One of the ELT's groundbreaking capabilities will be its ability to perform high-resolution spectroscopy on exoplanets. This means it can separate light into its component wavelengths with incredible precision. As light from Proxima B's atmosphere passes through the ELT's instruments, scientists will look for specific patterns, spectral lines, that indicate the presence of certain molecules. Oxygen, methane, water vapor, and carbon dioxide are among the most critical biosignatures. If we detect these in the right ratios, it could strongly suggest biological processes at work. What makes this task incredibly challenging is that Proxima b orbits extremely close to its parent star, completing one revolution in just 11.2 Earth days. That proximity makes it difficult to isolate the planet's faint light from the glare of its star. However, the ELT's adaptive optics and sheer size will allow astronomers to resolve this contrast better than ever before. With these capabilities, astronomers can obtain direct spectra of exoplanet atmospheres, which were previously only possible using space-based telescopes under the most favorable conditions. But there's a catch. Proxima Centauri, like many red dwarfs, is an active star. It emits powerful flares and ultraviolet radiation that can strip away a planet's atmosphere over time. That's why, aside from detecting biosignatures, scientists are also keen to understand the planet's magnetic field and atmospheric retention. If Proxima b still has a substantial atmosphere despite its star's activity, that alone would be a significant discovery, suggesting the planet might have some form of protection like Earth's magnetic field. The implications of confirming life, or even potential habitability, on Proxima b are enormous. Not only would it redefine our understanding of life's existence beyond Earth, but it would also elevate Proxima b as the most accessible target for future interstellar exploration. Concepts like breakthrough starshot, which envision sending tiny laser-powered probes to nearby stars, become more compelling if there's a known, potentially life-hosting planet awaiting us. The ELT's results will shape how we prioritize such missions. Even if life isn't found, ruling it out with precision is just as important. Knowing that Proxima b is barren despite being in the habitable zone helps refine our models of planetary development and the prerequisites for life. Every piece of information, positive or negative, adds to our broader understanding of the cosmos. And the ELT's potential doesn't end with Proxima b. It will be used to study thousands of other exoplanets, many of which lie in similar or even more promising conditions for life. We're standing on the edge of a new era in astronomy. The extremely large telescope is not just a scientific instrument. It's a symbol of human curiosity, ingenuity, and our unyielding desire to explore the unknown. By 2030, when the ELT gazes toward Proxima b and begins to peel back the layers of that distant world, we may be closer than ever to answering one of humanity's oldest and most profound questions. Are we alone in the universe?